sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Blue. Four down, check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They get it to him running left.
Here we go.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Hey, switch gears. There you go, you see it? Red's up.
So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
4 down. Sit up. 180.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Touchback on the kick. They'll start the drive at the 20.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Double tight.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's it, baby. Gun! Check, bunch set.
On 1st and 10, Murray being chased out left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Murray. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys get...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
We got three down. Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Double tight. Hey. 4 down. Blue. Jam.
This is Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. Reds up. We got tight left. 4 down. 180.
They go play action. Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 86 is on the go. 86 is on the go.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray.
Watch the safety creep.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. Gun. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Murray now. Cooper's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
Right back to him on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Woo! Let's get it.
Now they try the right side here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Strong right. 4 down. Spot.
Blue. Hey, 18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Reds up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Sit up. White 80.
3 down. Odd.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Reds up. 18. Reds up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Lock in.
Tight end left. Hey.
Sit up. White 80.
4 down.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Reds up.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Red, up. Set.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Red, up.
55.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Crash.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun!
Check 59, Mike.
On 1st down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
To throw again, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Green 39.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Tight right, tight right.
Blue, blue, blue.
4 down, 4 down.
We're go, let's go.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Red, top.
Here we go. Oh.
Blue, blue, blue.
Oh. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch.
Red, top.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Right there.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
18. Watch.
Red, top.
Here we go. Peek edge.
Blue, blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You got that right there.
Whoosh. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
You see me?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
There you go, we go. You see it? Red, top. Red, top.
Wide, get wide.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Red, top.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now it's Trubisky. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
I got one.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Gun!
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gun!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Hey, 80's yours.
We're go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Let's go.
Tight end right.
Red, up.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Check 4. Watch twist.
Red, up.
Twist. Here we go. Oh. One's the mic. Watch one.
Red, up. Gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Mike one. Watch the run.
Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Set up, 180.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights him off and shedding his way forward. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Red, up. Set up, 180. We're go, let's go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Set up, 180.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
Red, up. 18. Red, up. Red, up. Lock in. 18.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Blue.
Mike one. I'll get him.
Red, up. 18. Red, up.
They go play action with Trubisky.
All day.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And now running right through him. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set up, 180.
Mike 5-5.
There you go. We got. You see it? Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Trubisky now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Set up. 180.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
3 down, 3 down.
Red, up.
3 down, 3 down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Blue.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship.
Red, up.
Here we go, O. Here we go, O. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Drop deep. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with a return.